Good afternoon. I had the urge to take a walk out in my garden and I wanted to share some interesting surprises that I found that I was not really expecting, but also not really shocked about either. But it's kind of not great, but I'm going to give it a try. So here is my surprise. Take a look in here. This here is a mango, mango tree. There's another. Isn't that wild? Absolutely crazy. Was not really expecting that. I figured it can happen because I throw all my compost into my bins. So if it sprouts, then good. But I live in Maine, so the first thing that goes across my mind is, well, it's not the right climate. Um, so I'm going to give it a try and see if I can get them to live indoors over the winter. And I'm not sure because they have like a humidity and warmth needs. And I keep my house at about 60 degrees in the winter just to conserve heat. And so I could also try to um, create some sort of microclimate indoors for like a greenhouse effect. That's an option that I can try. So that's something I need to do. And if I do well, I will definitely share with you guys how that goes. Take a look at that. This here is a lemon tree that I have been growing for maybe 2 or 3 years. Look at that. It's got spikes. Is that normal? I have no idea. I just noticed that now. Interesting. I grew these from seed. I have like two more. I had four altogether. And I believe it's lemon. I could be wrong. It could be orange. Definitely a citrus. This is my strongest one. And if you look right about there for that darker, drier spotters, and then these are all like new shoots as of this summer. So it has grown probably 6 to 7 inches since I brought it outside in the summertime and I was giving it compost tea and a lot of water and a lot of sunshine, and it just took it off and it's doing really well. I'm totally amazed by this plant. I have no idea if I'm ever going to get fruit. It was just sort of a fun experiment I had done. So then in the summertime, I bring it outside so it gets the sunlight and all the added benefits of being outdoors. But once it gets to be about 50, 45 degrees, I go and I bring this in. It could handle a little bit more. I don't remember. I always have to double check every year because I don't remember that. But anyways, those are my surprise finds. These mango plants. Pretty exciting, but also nerve-wracking because I'm like, oh no, more plants I have to try to keep alive in the winter, away from sunlight, indoors, but not the greatest conditions, but I can always start to improvise little by little with heating pads and greenhouses, things like that. I'm pretty excited because my tomatoes seem to be getting a blush, starting to turn yellow. That means I think I'm going to be able to start to harvest all of my tomatoes soon. That would be great because I've been waiting on them for some time. Another thing I want to share, take a look. I have an orange pepper starting to ripen. This is great. I have so many peppers. And they're all sort of just like green and yellow. They're candy cane, remember? And so any minute now, I'm hoping that they're all just gonna go and just become all ripe, and I can pick them all and start eating them. Be wonderful. Let's see what else I have going on here. I just harvested all this lemon balm recently, like 3 weeks ago. Two? No, it has to be maybe 3 weeks ago. And it seems like they have shot right up since I trimmed them. Let's take a look in there. And I'm thinking I need to go and harvest some more because it has become kind of crazy. It's tall, grown really well. Let's take a look down here. There is my zucchini that is all scabbed over from my local squirrel deciding they wanted to take a bite. And if you can see down here, those are what they spit out. They didn't like it, they didn't want it. My corn is starting to get tall, although have in mind that I have it off the ground, so it's probably still shorter than me. I am a little concerned about some of the bugs I'm finding in my corn. Not sure about everything yet because I've not really grown corn that much. I'm not fully aware of all the pests, so I'm sort of researching and learning about that.
They have little characters.
I've not been successful with my pumpkins this year. It's really disappointing. I harvested a zucchini, and I can't tell right now if I've got some zucchini coming in. I do see some flowers. That'd be great to grow more. Anyway, so I'm doing well in my garden. Probably not as well as I want to, but it's always a learning experience. I'm very happy about those peppers ripening and the tomatoes. I don't know if anybody has ever grown walking onions before. They're supposed to like drop and reseed themselves, and supposedly their taste is better than other onions, but I really seem to like the evergreen onions, the spring onions. They work well for me, and I'm pretty happy with it. Just look at that beauty. Look at that. I'm obsessed with this. The spiraling vines and this little dainty flower up on top. So beautiful. Alright, so I just want to do a short video. I think I'm probably about done. I really want to share about the mango. The interesting thing about mango is I have tried to sprout those seeds in the past. Like you can wrap them in paper towels and then stick it inside a wet paper towel, and then you stick it inside of a plastic bag and you ziplock it, and you would go and put it on top of a refrigerator or a sunny spot in your window, and you would leave it there for anywhere from 2 to 4 weeks. So I've done that 2 or 3 times to get them to sprout, just for the fun of it, see if they would grow for me as sort of like a house plant, curiosity, you know. And I've had like varying successes with that. Like I've had some that would just rot and didn't sprout right at all. Others I got to sprout, but I couldn't keep it alive for some reason. Like I'm thinking maybe like temperature or sunlight needs. I didn't have it, or even moisture needs for humidity possibly, because these are tropical plants, you know, tropical mangoes and papayas. They don't grow in Maine. They don't normally grow in Maine. And so now this summer I planted them. Well, no, I didn't plant them. I put them in my compost bin, or all of my pot to pot composting, and so they add nutrients for my plants underneath and everything. And so I'd done that this year. Like, don't think about it, just throw it in there, it'll break down. If it wants to grow, it'll grow, kind of deal. So now I found, I think, 2 more growing, over in this pot here, and I don't know what I'm gonna do. I don't- Look at this. There's another one, and another down here. I think that I'm not gonna do more than 2 to keep indoors. I have like limited space. I don't have a ton of window space for the winter. I can buy artificial lighting. That's a possibility. But once again, it's stuff you have to buy, stuff you have to maintain. So anyway, those are my thoughts about mango. Be careful about where you're living when you have these sprouting. Make sure that you can set them up for the winter, or if you live in the proper places, it's not a problem. You just have to pot it up and take care of it. And I'm not so sure about transplanting. I've heard that they are fickle with transplantation and can totally just not be happy with being moved and just die off. So anyway, I wanted to share about mango plants today just because it's a surprise. That was my surprise I found a couple days ago. And I've been wanting to share with you guys. We had some rainy days where it was hard to get out and film. And yeah, so I hope you guys are all having a great day. And I hope that just listening to me chat about plant and gardening helps you with, I don't know, learning and thinking about gardening and stuff. So have a great day. Thank you for joining me today, and I will talk to you soon. Don't forget to like and subscribe if you're enjoying this. Thank you. Bye-bye.